So it is February 1st and holy rank advancements. Like I cannot even get over what happened at the end of this month. How many rank advancements did we have all together?
40.
40.
40.
And we had 19 people go silver.
Yep.
And 5 people go senior silver. Beth and Bailey went senior ruby. Jackie's husband, Scott, went senior gold. Grace went senior gold. Crystal went ruby and was literally like 4 people away from senior ruby. It's insane. Like, I'm so stinking proud of everyone. I've literally been crying. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I've been so excited for everything that's been going on.
Senior Ruby, we had, oh my gosh, like this is crazy what happened yesterday or this month.
Yeah.
And like you said, so many people are literally right there. Like this year, this month, probably before the 3rd week or by the 3rd week, they'll already have got it and passed going towards the next one.
I know. Maggie just jumped on. She went gold this month.
Oh,
congratulations. So many exciting. Gail just joined us on this journey this month and has already signed up 2 people.
Oh
so we've got, yeah, congratulations.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so fun. It's so fun seeing everybody successful. I know, like, we know it's possible with this business. We've been experienced it, have all of these like our lives drastically changed because of this business, but like our heart is to see it happen for so many other people too, and for all these other people to experience this freedom. And I'm just so thankful that it's happening for all of us. I think Bailey's gonna take it over from me.
All right, I was gonna talk about momentum because we have some really, really awesome momentum right now, and that is why so many people are just flying through the ranks so quickly. So let me try to make Ember happy for a minute. I was just going to share a couple tips because we really want to make sure that we are protecting this momentum. Hold on, let me adjust my camera and try to figure.
Can just let it all hang out.
The life of a working mother.
Yeah. We just really want to make sure that we're protecting this momentum. That way we can keep it going. And that way we can see all of us up there at the top, right there with Mom and right there with Kara at Sapphire and Diamond. So I just wanted to give you guys a few tips on ways to maintain this momentum. And then Amanda and Kara, actually, they're going to talk about a couple of these things like in more detail than I am. So one thing we're going to want to make sure we're doing is that we're setting reachable goals, things that we know that we can reach in short time spans and long time spans. And then we need to make sure that we know our why and why we're doing this. That way it's going to keep us going. Another thing that I love about our team, I feel like everybody's really good at that, and something that we need to keep doing is just making sure that our teammates and our customers and all of them know that we really appreciate them and that we're proud of them and continue to celebrate them and their successes, just because it feels really good when people recognize you and let you know that they're proud of you and that you're doing good. And then another thing is we've got to expect the hurdles. They do happen. But we just have to have it made up in our mind that even though the hurdles are going to happen, we're going to keep going and we're going to push forward and we're going to figure out a solution instead of letting it get us down and throw us off. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is we want to protect this momentum, but we also don't want to have burnout. So sorry, guys.
None of us can relate. None of us understand what you're dealing with.
She took a nap. I kind of thought she'd be happy before it got on. Okay. So we don't want burnout. And we're supposed to honor the Sabbath anyways. And God designed us to make sure that we are taking rest. So I know some people like to do it where they'll have like 3 hours of their morning. Like that's what they do for their rest time. And they just do stuff that's going to spend time with God and refuel them and refuel their family. And then some people like to take a whole day off. Something Kara was talking about is when earlier before we got on here is that we don't have to always be in our messages answering. We do want to answer people quickly, but it is okay if we want to take a day off and rest and not be checking our messages that day. That way we're filled up and we're not just running from an empty place and having burnout. Those are just a few tips I wanted to give on momentum so we can keep it going. And then I'm going to shift gears for a minute, but we're going to do a 14 days of love challenge in our health and happiness group. And so that's just going to be for 14 days. One person's we wanted to see if you guys want to do this with us. So if you want to do it, let us know. And then you can tell us what product you want to talk about. But we're going to focus on one product of Plexus and just make a short video sharing why you love it and how it's helped you. So we would kind of like for everyone to be involved in that. So if you want to share about one of your products, let us know and you can be a part of the challenge. We'll tell you which day you'll do it.
One thing, this is going to be in the health and happiness community, like she said, but one thing about that is if you are doing a video sharing about something that you love, then all of the people that you are inviting to that, that's just going to help to get them to know you better as well. And that's whenever you post, it's going to reach all of the people that you invited. So if you want to be a part of that, please let us know.
Yes.
Take it away. Mary.
Okay.
Go ahead. No.
I was going to talk about health and happiness real quick. I don't think it's something that I've necessarily told my girls that often. I need to say it now and just remind them is the health and happiness group. We're adding people to it all the time. So it is really good to make sure that we're posting in it too. So like this, the next 2 weeks, it's going to be really nice because you'll be able to post a video like that. But you can even go find other testimonies of before and afters, even if it's maybe something that was shared like a few months back in the group, and just reshare it in the group, because anytime that you share something, it's going to notify your people about the group and they're going to see it more. That way your people will see the stuff. Does that make sense?
Anything that can add value, whether it's a testimony, whether it's just a life tip, a motivation tip, a recipe, anything like that. It's super helpful it really helps you whenever you're adding people in there and then you post. A lot of times your people get notifications. They'll go back and check the group. I'm done.
Amanda, you can take it over now.
Okay. I'm going to follow up a little bit more with goal setting. I know we talked about our momentum and our goal setting last time, but it is so important to have goals. So you want to have your big goal, of course, like we talked about last time, setting your big goal, dreaming big, and knowing that you are capable and you can do it. Like my big goal right now is Emerald. However, I knew that it wasn't quite attainable for me to jump from Senior Ruby to Emerald in a month. Now, some of you can do it, like set those goals and get it. But I knew for me that just saying, okay, this month I'm going to go Emerald, that probably wasn't going to happen. So I needed to set goals in between there for how can I get there? So my goal for January was I want to reach 1,000 points. I sent a picture to my mom and my sisters earlier on my calendar that I have hanging on my wall, 1,000. That's my goal. I ended last night with 1,007 points. So I made it attainable and manageable and I got there. It's one step helping me to get to Emerald. So make sure that you set your big goal, dream big, know where you want to be, but don't just say, I'm going to be diamond with this company and that's it. Don't say that I'm going to win all the prizes and that's it. How are you going to get there? So set your goals for each month and even set your goals for the day. Write them down. I feel like it is so important to write down what you're going to do for that month. What is your goal? Like my goal was 1,000. How am I going to get there? When I was working for the shopping spree, I knew I needed to sign about one person a day. I needed to do 30 people a month to get there. So I wrote that down. So it needs to be manageable, something that you can handle, something that you can do. It needs to be attainable. Make sure, hold on. Remind yourself, like when you're setting these goals, remind yourself that you can do it, okay? You have the big picture of what you want to do and remind yourself that you can get there and how you're going to get there. So think about things that can help you get there. Do power hours help you? I know we're about to have some snow and ice. So if we need to get on and do some power hours this week where we're all working together, we can do that. Is it just in the group chat, like the encouragement? What else do I have? Anything you need to add in there, Tara and Bailey? Kind of lost my train of thought with Emma.
I just feel like breaking things down into like daily and weekly goals, and that way it's bite sized and you get small victories along the way, which is really encouraging. I know sometimes if you set a big goal and you don't reach it within the time frame that you want, then it can be discouraging, and then you would maybe like just want to quit or give up. And we don't want anybody in that sort of mindset, because we want everybody to be able to experience what they can experience with Plexus and what it has to offer.
Yes, I know, like Emerald seemed so far away, like it seems so hard to do, but like when you really set it up, like this is what I need this month, this is what points even if when you're just at silver and gold, like set up, this business does not happen overnight. You don't just go to the top overnight. It takes time to get there, and that is perfectly okay. So set up where you're going to be each month on the way there.
Yeah, and I also think it's really important to make sure that we're writing these goals down. That way we can, on a piece of paper that we can keep handy with us all the time. That way we can look at them. That Success Principles book, he said that he will write them down and keep them like on a note card in his wallet. And then every morning he pulls it out and he reads them and he looks at them. And every evening before he goes to bed, he looks at them and reads them, just so it's always there on his mind. This is my goals and what I'm working towards.
Your brain a lot of time too, whenever you do that, is already like starting to pave the way and create an action plan whenever you have your mind focused on that. Like our thoughts become our actions. And literally my husband woke me up this morning, and he woke me up like 6 o'clock this morning, and like literally I told him like at 6:05, I was like, my mind is just going crazy for all of the ideas I've got for this month. Like it just starts rolling second I open my eyes.
Mhm.
One of the questions that people, whenever they start like sharing and stuff like that, like they're wanting to also get business builders on their team. So we wanted to touch on that a little bit as well. Some of the things that we think that could be helpful. The way that we work this business a lot of the time, posting and buy sell trade sites, we're obviously sharing about the products. We are sharing a testimony. People are coming to us because they want to get started on the products. But a lot of people that get started on the products will turn into people that are sharing the products because they figure out what the opportunity is. So we have to show them what they can also get with the opportunity. Some people just want to be product users. They just want to be wholesale customers, and that's perfectly fine. That is a perk with Plexus. You can sign up wholesale and you can just do that. But we also have talked about, we never, ever, ever want it to be a financial burden on somebody to be able to continue on their product journey. We know that these products are literally making people age backwards. They're getting people off of their medication. They're improving their health drastically. They're helping them be better moms and parents for their families and their grandchildren. So we want people to be able to continue that. And just like everything else, consistency with our products is really, really important. So we try to put things in place where we can introduce them to how they can earn more money back to get their products paid for. And obviously, if they want to take full advantage of this business opportunity, then heck yes, we're going to show them how to do that. But starting out, just helping them get their products paid for is a really good start. So every single time that I sign somebody up, I send them a message telling them that I got them set up. I let them know that they have a referral link, and then if they share with so many people that they can earn so much money back, and like all of their information. So that's just like kind of, I've thrown it out there. They have that option. And then we have these Thursday events every single week. I like to invite current customers to that, but I also like to let them extend the invitation to as well. So sending them another message and letting them know, like, I just want to remind you that you have a referral link. And if you share this with so many people, and I let them know, I don't want it to be a financial burden on them to be able to continue these products. So if they want to invite a couple friends, like I can help them I can show them how to do that. And another thing that I like to do is I like to post about the business on my timeline. And a lot of people that will come to me about the business are people that have already ordered as products, or already ordered the products, already ordered as wholesale customers. They're enjoying the products. They're enjoying how they feel on the products, but then they see the opportunity that is available because of the post that I've made. And then they'll start reaching out to me about the business and what that's about. And then that's another reason it's really important to get, hold on, baby, be quiet, please. it's also really important to get people added into our group chats and to get added to our health and happiness community and our Show Me Training Lounge, because this is just other avenues where they can see like what is possible and we can expose that with them. But really, really good customer service is also something that's going to open that door. So not just, yeah. Oatmeal cream pie, anybody? Okay, whose is this for? Sissy, okay. Okay, go downstairs. Oh, these kids make you lose your train of thought. What was I saying? What was the last thing came out of my mouth? Anybody know?
Oatmeal cookies.
That was it. I'm sorry.
Adding business builders to the groups.
Well, whenever I'm adding to the groups and stuff, a lot of times, like just because of everything that I have going on, if I get people added into these groups, a lot of times I can count on Mom or Bailey or Amanda or somebody going in there and also sending those messages as well. So it's another third party validation and also reminding people what's possible and then sharing those business testimonies. And another thing that we have created that I feel like is super, super successful is our Silver and Seven. Amanda and Bailey and I launched this last month. And we literally, a lot of people do not want to share because they don't think that they know anybody. B, they're afraid of getting out of their comfort zone. They don't want to post about it or anything like that. But we literally have a system in place that where we can guarantee you success if you will do the action steps and if you will be, and that you can be successful on it, regardless of your network, regardless if you're friends with everybody around, or if you feel like you are a recluse and know nobody, our system is successful. If you are willing to put in the work and if you're willing to do the effort. So that's one thing that I personally message my people and I will tell them like, hey, I just want to remind you that you have your referral link. If you share with this many people that, I mean, I can send my script in the chats instead of going over it, but then inviting them, like I have a Silver and Seven challenge coming up and I can invite you to this and it will show you how to get the cost of your products paid for. And then if they say yes, then I can add them to the group, or actually I don't add them to the group. I send them the form. And I let them fill out the form. We love the form because one, you're taking personable accountability. If you fill out the form, you're saying, yes, I want to do this. I am going to participate in this group. But also we ask some questions in there about like, what makes you nervous about starting this? That way we can know what types of objections we might need to help you overcome, and what types of things that we need to teach on that can make it easier for you by knowing what you are scared of with this. So that's one of the reasons that we have the form. We're launching another Silver and Seven on February 6th. So you'll see us in the chats and you'll see us on the page this week promoting that and offering the form to people. And then we're going to start those trainings Sunday night, February 6th. If you've already taken the challenge and you want to take it again, you're more than welcome to. But also if you're one of those people that have people that you've signed up, then this is a way that you can offer to them so they can see what the business is about as well.
So we need to be personally messaging from now until the 6th, personally messaging our people, and you'll help with the script on that and to hopefully get them in the Silver and Seven.
Yeah, I
Right.
can copy and paste exactly what I sent last time. Y'all, our team had 19 silvers last month and we had 5 senior silvers last month. And not every single one of them came from the Silver and Seven challenge, but several of them did. And we had a lot of people that maybe didn't necessarily rank silver yet, but they have added 1 or 2 people that get them started on that journey because what we're doing works.
This month, I mean, they've started back again. If you add on top of all the bonuses that you're going to get, if you every 2 that you add, you get an extra $50 up to 20 people, and that adds up really quick.
Yeah, somebody can, what did the graphic say? Whenever you just sign up, the money that you can earn this month, like starting out, it's pretty great.
Yeah, it's 1 is $35, 2 is $120, 3 is $355, 4 is $440, and you go up to 20, that's $2,300.
I mean, that's a pretty
Just
good,
starting. Yeah.
that's pretty good income starting out, especially like way more than enough to get your products paid for, just helping a couple other people get started on the same journey that you're on. Do either of you guys have anything else that you want to add?
One thing I wanted to say is I don't know everybody's follow-up system. I'm just super old school, so I've got my notebook, and everybody I talk to, if I have it in my hands, I try to write down their name to make sure I want to follow up. Plus I have my faithful messenger, so I literally just go through there. But one thing that follow-up is gold. Like most of the time when you talk to people, they're not going to say yes that day. They're gonna listen to you. They may stop talking to you. But if you are continuing to follow up, they are eventually going to say yes. Hey, Emmett. So one thing to do is if you have some kind of system, whether it's messaging or whatever, as you're going through, like I will probably continue to send some of the messages that we were sending to push at the end of the month, continue to send those this morning. That's what I did last month. And I get so many yeses from them. They're all from follow-up. And then just have some kind of system to know that you have to follow up, because if you follow up with people, they're more likely to say yes quicker.
That's one reason we really like the events on Thursday as well too, because it gives all of our people a reason to follow up, and we have a script and a place to invite them. And then it's also getting that third-party validation as well. And
so what is the plan for this month? So we're having the 15-minute chat product chats on Thursdays. Are you have any business ones scheduled, or are you just throwing them in?
No, we'll do a business one on Wednesday. What's 7? Where's my calendar? We'll do a business party on the 9th, and then we'll do a product party on the 10th. We'll have product parties on the 3rd too, this Thursday. So the 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th, and then business party on the 9th. And then we'll do Silver and 7, February 6th through February 12th.
Okay.
And then we also have the 14 days of love challenge starting today. Nikaya is taking over day 1. And we'll have that posted in the health and happiness community this month as well.
Awesome.
Can you go back to your notebook, Lori, for a minute? So
Yeah.
is one page like for your prospects that are like on the fence? And then do you do another page for your client follow-ups, like your customer? Or is it
I
all?
wish I was that organized.
You what?
But basically I'm just throwing names down as soon as, when I'm talking
Okay.
to someone and I'm just like, I just throw their name down. And then a lot of times like I'll highlight if they've signed up.
Okay.
I've got off track a little with that a little bit, because sometimes it's easier just to print out a report of everybody that signed up and go with that. But
I buy
I
a
do-
calendar though. Oh, sorry. I buy a calendar, and I literally, when somebody signs up, I write their name down when they sign up. And then I can go back like this week, I know to follow up with this week about this. And then I can go back to this week about this. So that's these people have already ordered like client follow-up. And then my prospect follow-up is more like a hot mess express over here, but just writing names.
I'm gonna do the same as Kara. I have my like monthly, and on the day they sign up, I write what day they sign up, so I know like their subscription stuff when it's gonna go out. And then what I do is on the weekly, a lot of people will say like, I have to do it on Friday or the 4th or something like that. So then on the weekly days, whatever day they told me, I write their name down on that day. I don't want to put it on my calendar because I don't want to get it mixed up between the two, but I go put it on like the week part of the planner. And then each week I just go through and follow up with each of those people that I wrote down.
And I know that I have the script on the follow-up, but do you try to just keep it very minimal on like, hey, how's it going? What are some non-skill victories you have? And then stop at that? Or do you go more detailed on your, I guess, customers? Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, how's it going with your products?
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to open it up to where you get a big can of worms, but
Yeah, I'll ask them how it's going, but then I'll like point out the positive. Like, have you been noticing a difference in your sleep and your mood and your energy and the way your clothes fit? That way it gets them thinking about the positive too. Because there might be some stuff they're like, oh, I didn't realize, but yes, it is helping with this, just to get more of just to realize it's not all just what the scale's saying.
I was thinking about creating a form that is a follow-up form that we could send like the first week, and a different one maybe the 3rd week. But if we could all brainstorm and maybe throw it in Rank Makers, like your ideas of questions that we could have, I think that could be truly valuable. Just have them sit down and kind of, and then it would like plant seeds in their mind. Am I feeling this? Am I, things like that.
I would like that a lot. Because I think I get a little intimidated on doing it or even a little bit lazy on it. Cause I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I haven't heard from them. I hope they're doing okay. Or they didn't answer back my last message. So I'm like, well, forgotten is okay. They're not complaining. So and that's not the way to do
The
it.
form, I know what you mean. I think the form would help me a lot. For
Yeah.
sure.
I think the form would be very helpful because I usually start out with, hey, I'm just checking to see how you're getting along with your Plexus products. That's how I kind of open it. And then I'll get a long paragraph or this is going great or it's not going great,
Yeah.
The ones who give me a really short answer, I really start to question them. Are you feeling like your clothes are getting looser? Are you feeling like you're losing inflammation in your face? I mean, I'll start really quizzing them to where they have to answer me more than just a yes or no. I don't give them an out for a yes or no. I definitely leave it as an open-ended to where I require an answer. And most of the people that I follow up with, since I started following up, it's made a huge difference, of course. And most of the people will answer me right away. Some of them, if they've got a lot going on, of course, they do get back with me. But I have not had any negative feedback as far as the actual follow-up. Like people really, 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 really appreciate me checking in on them weekly or bi-weekly, every 10 days or so. But I've only had one girl get mad at me because I texted her, but she was sick at the time and she laid into me. I was like, I won't text you anymore. And she was a level 2. So I left it to her level 1. I told her level 1, they were friends and I left it at that. But otherwise, everybody else has been very appreciative of me checking in on them because I often help them switch their products around or add more products.
And I
Often.
think that's something we could address too in the form, and
Yeah.
just start planting all these seeds and these questions and asking them about consistency, asking about, all of that. Even if they don't fill out the form, they're probably going to look at it and they're going to read it. Maybe they'll just even message back or whatever, but I just think that would be truly helpful.
I think it'd be really helpful for our new level 1s, like my ladies who just turned silver, last month or whatever, to have like a checklist kind of thing for things they want to look for, to ask about when they're following up with people, and helpful for me as well.
Yeah. Okay, we will work on that.
Anybody else have anything? Want to ask
Oh,
about?
sorry.
Go.
The follow-up would also help me. I followed up with people naturally, like, how's it going? That sort of thing, but I don't have any kind of script. I have had several people postpone their
Subscription.
Order.
I did their order until like a couple weeks later. And I'm like, consistency. And most of these people that I have signed up have been like either personal friends or acquaintances of mine. There hasn't really been like a lot of people that I don't personally know. So it's even more uncomfortable to be like,
Yeah.
just take them. Like, I don't care if you have the flu. No, I'm just kidding. But like, it's hard.
Oh, and Maggie, I had that very issue. Oh, I've been sick. I didn't take them. You need to take your products while you're sick. It will help you get better.
Yeah.
These are supplements.
Yeah, my mom is the only person that's like, I'm taking them. I'm taking extra. She's got COVID right now. And like everyone else is like, oh, I had COVID. I didn't take them. I'm like, guys, the Immune Plus and like all these things will actually help you. So anyway, the follow-up would help me a lot as far as like just coming up with ways to follow up better.
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm going to
really-
mute you guys because she's really mad, or mute me.
I think it's really encouraged you to really have people push to give it 90 days of consistency. I mean, it does take our body almost 90 days to regenerate new cells, and we don't want people to self-sabotage their journey in month 1 because they don't want to give it longer than 30 days. A lot of people will start noticing a difference within the first 1 to 2 weeks. And I love that. But some people, I mean, we put a lot of crap in our body, and it takes us a while to get all of that balanced out. Anybody else have any other questions or kicked off? No? Okay. Well, I think that pretty much sums up what we had to talk about for today. I'm literally so excited about February too. It's a short month, but January, I mean, we killed it in January and I think we can only go up from here. Great way to start 2022. Yes. 222.
Yep.
Enrollment is 2022. All right. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.